My dear brothers and sisters, there will always be someone who tests you, who pokes at your spirit just to see if you will break. There will always be a situation that rattles your peace, an unfair word thrown like a stone at your gentle soul. But I am here to tell you, you do not have to break. You do not have to shatter. You see, the moment you allow anger to rise in your chest, the moment you let another person's foolishness turn your heart bitter, you have handed them a gift they do not deserve. You have handed them your peace. And peace, my loves, is too precious to give away so freely. I have learned that not every battle is worth my words. Not every fool is worth my breath. Sometimes the best answer is silence. And the best revenge is an unbothered spirit. Let them talk. Let them throw their stones. You are not made of glass. You are made of light. And light does not crack under pressure. It shines. When someone comes at you with anger, meet them with wisdom. When someone pushes your spirit, let them push air, for you will not move. Stand rooted in love and you will be untouchable. There is a great power in walking away, not because you are weak, no, but because you are wise. A lion does not argue with a barking dog. It simply knows it is a lion. So today, my dear ones, make a choice. Choose peace over petty, grace over grudges, wisdom over warfare. Because your energy is your own, and no one, I say no one, should have the power to take it from you. There is a power, a deep and unshaken power that lives within you. It is not given by this world, and it is not for this world to take away. That power is your peace. It is the quiet knowing that no matter what storms rage around you, your spirit is untouched. It is the unshakable confidence that no matter who shouts at you, insults you, or tries to pull you into their chaos, you remain whole. You see, my dear, peace is not found in the absence of trouble. It is found in the presence of strength. Life will always bring difficulties. People will always bring drama. But just because they invite you into the fire does not mean you must step into the flames. Just because someone throws a stone does not mean you must pick it up and throw it back. Your peace is yours to protect. Yours to nurture, yours to keep. Too often we give away our peace without realizing it. We let someone's rude comment ruin our morning. We allow a stranger's bad mood to poison our spirit. We take another person's insecurities and wear them like they belong to us. But I tell you this, your calm, your stillness, your grace is not up for sale. No one should be able to walk into your life and snatch your joy unless you allow them to. So, how do you protect this peace? How do you guard your spirit against the noise of the world? First, understand this. You are the gatekeeper of your soul. Not everything deserves your attention. Not every insult deserves a response. Not every battle is yours to fight. When someone comes at you with negativity, you have a choice. React or rise above. Do not let their anger become your anger. Do not let their chaos become your home. Instead, breathe, step back, smile if you must, but do not engage. Second, practice the art of emotional distance. Just because you understand someone's pain does not mean you must carry it. Just because someone is hurting does not mean you must hurt with them. Sometimes, people project their wounds onto others, hoping to spread their suffering. But your job is not to absorb their darkness. Your job is to shine so brightly that they cannot help but feel the warmth of your light. Remember that peace is a choice. It is a decision you make every single day. To be still when the world is loud, to be kind when others are cruel, to be patient when others are rushing. It is the choice to walk away from conflict, not out of weakness, but out of wisdom. It is the understanding that your energy is sacred and should not be wasted on things that do not serve your spirit. So the next time someone tries to steal your calm, remember this: They cannot take what you do not give. They cannot shake what is deeply rooted. They cannot break what is already whole. You are a fortress, a mountain, an ocean, untouched by the ripples of the wind. Stay still, stay grounded, stay at peace. Because when you master your inner calm, you master your life. There is a quiet strength in those who choose to see beyond words, beyond actions, beyond the surface of another person's pain. Empathy is not weakness. It is the greatest power a person can hold. It is the ability to understand without judging, to listen without preparing a response, to see not just with the eyes but with the heart. So often we encounter negativity in our daily lives. An impatient driver honking their horn, a coworker snapping at us for no reason, a loved one speaking with sharpness instead of kindness. Our first instinct is to react, to defend ourselves, to throw their energy right back at them. But what if, instead of meeting their fire with fire, we chose to meet it with understanding? People do not always say what they mean, nor do they always mean what they say. Their anger is often not about you, it is about them. It is about the battles they are fighting in silence, the burdens they are carrying that you cannot see. When someone lashes out, it is rarely because they are cruel. More often it is because they are hurt, afraid, or overwhelmed. When you begin to see this truth, the power of their negativity dissolves. It can no longer touch you because you recognize that it is not yours to carry. Instead of being offended, you begin to feel compassion. Instead of reacting, you begin to respond with grace. This does not mean you allow people to walk over you. No, empathy does not mean surrender. It means standing firm in your kindness, refusing to let the world harden you. It means setting boundaries, not out of anger, but out of self-respect. It means saying, I see your pain, but I will not absorb it. I hear your words, but I will not let them poison my peace. Empathy is the ability to love, even when love is not returned. It is the decision to forgive, even when the apology never comes. It is the understanding that broken people often break others, not because they wish to, but because they do not know another way to exist. And here is the secret. When you approach others with empathy, you take away their ability to hurt you. You rise above their negativity because you no longer see it as a personal attack. You see it as a reflection of their own struggle. Their words lose their sharpness, their anger loses its grip, and you remain unshaken. So the next time someone tries to bring you down with their pain, choose to see beyond their actions. Ask yourself, what must this person be going through to act this way? Meet them with patience. Meet them with understanding, not for their sake, but for yours. Because when you lead with empathy, you do not just heal others, you heal yourself. You free yourself from resentment, from anger, from the weight of carrying grudges. You become untouchable, not because you fight back, but because you refuse to be dragged into the darkness. In a world that is often harsh, choose to be kind. In a world that is quick to judge, choose to understand. And in a world that thrives on conflict, choose to be at peace. Because true strength is not found in power, but in the courage to love anyway. There is a power in silence that few understand. In a world that glorifies noise, where everyone feels the need to respond, react, and prove themselves, silence is often mistaken for weakness. But let me tell you, silence is not surrender. It is wisdom. It is restraint. It is the kind of strength that does not need to be announced. Not every battle deserves your voice. Not every insult requires an answer. Not every argument is worth your energy. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is say nothing at all. Because silence, when chosen with intention, is not emptiness. It is a statement. It says, I do not need to engage to prove my worth. I do not need to fight every battle to win the war. Think about the moments in your life when someone has tried to pull you into their storm. Maybe it was an argument that had no resolution. Maybe it was gossip meant to provoke you. Maybe it was a stranger throwing negativity your way. What happened when you refused to respond? What happened when you simply let their words fall to the ground instead of catching them? Most of the time, their fire burned out. Because you see, silence takes the fuel away from conflict. It does not feed the flames, it extinguishes them. But silence is not just the absence of words, it is the presence of control. It is choosing peace over petty, wisdom over reaction. It is knowing that your energy is sacred and should not be spent on battles that do not serve your growth. When you are silent in the face of nonsense, you are not losing, you are winning by refusing to play a foolish game. Some people will try to provoke you, to test your patience, to pull you into their chaos. They will throw words like daggers, hoping for a reaction. But when you stay silent, they are left holding their own weapons. Their words lose power, their anger turns inward. Does this mean you should never speak up? No. There are battles worth fighting, battles for justice, for truth, or love. But those battles are chosen with intention, not impulse. You do not fight because someone hurt your pride. You fight when silence would be an injustice. So the next time someone tries to shake your peace, pause, take a breath. Ask yourself, is this battle worth my voice? Will my words bring light, or will they add to the darkness? If the answer is no, let silence be your response. Let your calm be the final word, because those who are truly strong do not waste their breath proving it. They let their actions, their presence, their peace speak for them. Remember, silence is not weakness. It is the language of those who know their worth. And sometimes, the most powerful thing you can say is nothing at all. Your energy is your life force. It is the essence of who you are, the silent power that fuels your mind, your heart, your dreams. And yet so many of us spend our days giving this sacred energy away. To stress, to conflict, to people who drain us rather than uplift us. We let our spirit be pulled in directions that do not serve us, dragged into battles that do not belong to us. But I am here to tell you, your energy is sacred. Guard it like the treasure it is. Not everyone and everything deserves access to you. Some people will come into your life not to pour into you, but to take from you. Some conversations will do nothing but exhaust your soul. Some environments will rob you of your light, leaving you feeling heavy, burdened, and lost. But the beautiful thing is, you have a choice. You do not have to go where your peace is disturbed. You do not have to engage in every battle, every argument, every demand for your attention. You must learn the art of discernment. Ask yourself, does this bring me joy or drain my spirit? Does this align with my growth or does it pull me away from it? Be honest in your answers because your well-being depends on it. Protecting your energy is not selfish. It is necessary. It is an act of self-love, of knowing your worth, of refusing to let the world dictate where your spirit should go. Think of your energy like a river. A river does not flow backward. It does not waste its time trying to push against the rocks that stand in its way. It moves forward, always forward, carving its own path, choosing its own direction. Be like the river. Do not let yourself be dragged into the negativity of others. Do not waste your energy on things that do not nurture your soul. Instead, flow toward peace, toward purpose, toward the things that make you feel alive. It is not your job to fix everyone. It is not your responsibility to heal people who refuse to heal themselves. Some people will try to pull you into their chaos, but you must stand firm in your peace. Let them carry their own burdens. Let them fight their own unnecessary battles. You do not belong in the storm. You belong in the sunlight. So be mindful of where you invest your energy. Spend it on things that inspire you, on people who uplift you, on work that fulfills you. Walk away from anything that dims your light, that drains your soul, that makes you forget the power of who you are. And remember this, you are not a dumping ground for negativity. You are not a reservoir for stress. You are a being of light, of love, of infinite potential. Choose where your spirit flows and let nothing and no one drag you where you do not belong. Love is the strongest force in the universe. It is the foundation that holds everything together, the light that guides us through our darkest moments, the shield that protects us from bitterness and pain. When love is your foundation, no insult can shake you, no betrayal can break you, and no anger can find a crack to slip through. But love, true love, is not just about romance. It is bigger than that. It is the love you carry for yourself, the kindness you extend to strangers, the patience you show to those who test you. It is the way you choose to see the world, not as a battlefield, but as a garden full of possibilities, growth, and beauty. Yet too often we let anger take root where love should be. We hold on to grudges like they give us strength, but in reality they weigh us down. We let people's words dictate our emotions, forgetting that their actions reflect who they are, not who we are. But when love is at your core, these things do not reach you. Love makes you untouchable, not because you do not feel pain, but because you refuse to let pain define you. Think of a fortress, solid, unwavering, built to withstand any storm. That is what love does for your spirit. It does not mean you will never be tested. Oh, you will. People will try to provoke you. Life will hand you unfair moments. But when your heart is full of love, anger has nowhere to settle. It knocks, but there are no doors. It looks for cracks, but you have already sealed them with grace. This does not mean you let people walk all over you. Love does not mean weakness. A fortress is not weak. It is just impenetrable. Love does not mean tolerating disrespect. It means standing in your worth so fully that you do not need to lower yourself to meet others in their anger. It means choosing peace over pettiness, forgiveness over resentment, and wisdom over reaction. Some people will try to make you angry because anger is how they control the world. They will try to push you into their storm to see if they can shake you. But love does not shake. Love does not crumble. Love does not react to noise because it is too busy standing tall. So how do you build this fortress of love? You start with yourself. You forgive yourself for past mistakes. You speak kindly to yourself. You surround yourself with people who uplift you and distance yourself from those who drain you. You remind yourself daily that you are not here to carry bitterness. You are here to be love, live love, and spread love. When love is truly your foundation, anger has no place to rest. It tries to enter, but it finds only peace. It tries to control you, but it finds only strength. And in the end, you remain untouched. Not because the world was kind, but because you chose to be. So stand firm in love. Make it your fortress. Because when love is your foundation, you are unshakable, unbreakable, and absolutely free. There will always be those who try to bring you down. Some will do it with words, whispering doubt into your dreams. Some will do it with actions, trying to block your path just because they fear your rise. And some will do it simply because they do not know another way to exist. But hear me when I say this, you do not have to meet them at their level. Have you ever seen an eagle fight with a crow? No, you have not. Because an eagle does not waste its time on battles that do not serve its purpose. It does not chase after small birds that peck at its wings. Instead, it rises higher, soaring beyond the reach of those who wish to pull it down. There will be people who do not understand your vision, people who will mock your success, question your journey, and try to make you feel small so that they can feel big. But remember this. You cannot build a palace if you are busy throwing stones at every barking dog. Some battles are not worth your time. Some arguments are not worth your breath, and some people are simply not meant to be part of your flight. When someone insults you, let them talk. When someone doubts you, let them watch. When someone tries to pull you into their storm, stand firm in your calm. You do not have to respond to every challenge. You do not have to fight every fight. You do not have to prove yourself to those who refuse to see. Because here's the truth. Small minds focus on people. Great minds focus on purpose. Small minds gossip. Great minds grow. Small minds criticize. Great minds create. And those who spend their time tearing others down do so because they cannot find the courage to rise themselves. So do not waste your energy proving your worth to those who are committed to misunderstanding you. Do not lower yourself just to make someone else feel comfortable.